I don't love it. I don't hate it. And these measurements didn't quite go right. But honestly, this needs to move way the fuck over. And I need to lower it. I definitely need to lower it. A lot going on. Welcome back, you shitbox junkies. I know it's been a little while since I posted. I've been extremely busy these weekends and during the week, trying to get all this shit sorted. Working multiple nights in here now, because come the first week of May, I believe May 2nd, I have a dyno session scheduled for this car. And that means this needs to get done, like as quickly as possible. I am running out of time quickly, very quickly, and I've still got quite a bit to do. Within the next 4 weekends, I need to actually build this header out of stainless steel. I need to build the entire exhaust all the way back. I need to get a radiator that fits in here now and mount it and get a fan. Do all the wiring to get that K-block and this harness to communicate. Figure out aero up front, and get all the AN lines and the fueling and change the fuel pump and all that shit by May 2nd. Get this thing driving again. Oh, and I also have to get some shit machined, like this little thing here that I keep ignoring to not get machined. To get the spacers machined, because I'm not making that out of plastic. That just doesn't seem like a good idea for that. It also means, depending on how the dyno session goes, I might entertain the idea of having them tune the ITBs if everything goes fine with the K power manifold. Granted, I guess technically if they don't lock the map on me, I could just use whatever map they're using and then just get the ITBs running off of that. But I'd have no clue if they're making any more power without a dyno session. So it doesn't really matter. Let's jump in straight to the oil pan. I'm gonna rip this one off. I'm gonna use a ton of metal I have over here and make an outline. We're gonna make an outline. We're gonna cut it out today. I hope this is enough plate, and then put together a shallow pan with 3 AN fittings on it, and hopefully be good to go. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna jump into ripping off the oil pan on that motor for now. I'm using it and hoping this goes well. It's a lot of work. I could have just bought the flange for 160 bucks. So, at an hourly rate, this has to take less than 3 hours to make this flange. I better get really efficient. Quick side note, I did redesign the oil pump bracket. Let's take a look. It fits behind the motor mount, as it should. No mismeasurements, everything lines up. It's a little under extruded, over extruded kind of deal with the holes, but it looks as though I'm gonna be pretty good on lineup here. It might have to come forward, but I have no clue because the ARE Mandrill and Gilmer did not show up today. Well, yesterday when it was supposed to show up today at some point at my house. Might go get it if it does. So I can make some final measurements and adjustments and go from there. I think we're gonna be okay. I really do. What I hope is that printing this thing out of carbon will also be okay. I have no clue. And this is where we find out how long it's gonna take to make a flange. First, I really gotta clean off this. I wonder how this will go. Well, considering that took 2 full sessions to make my oil pan, I'm starting to wonder if I'm actually going to be able to even make it to a single event in grid life this year. Or if this car will even run. Who knows? Who knows? God knows the headers and the titanium exhaust are going to take way longer than that to fabricate, on top of which, all the other shit I still have to like put together and build. I have no clue. Yeah, no clue. I still have like a wiring harness I need to get in there and chop up. And today, I noticed something new to me. Let's take a look. The back of my K block has a wee bit of a crack back here. I mean, it doesn't look awful, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Chances are I could just get away with welding that and grinding it down, but 'tis life. I don't care anymore. But let's take a look here. This was actually a lot of fun. I don't get to use my TIG welder for aluminum all that much. Hopefully this is sealed. Hopefully this doesn't leak. Hopefully this does what it's supposed to. What I've done here is I've put in 3 bosses here because I will have a little baffle plate that I will bolt over these filter elements that go to the Sump pump just to make sure oil doesn't slush around too much, so it'll probably like come off here and come off here. And yeah, and I'll have some holes in it and whatnot. I think it turned out alright. Is it the prettiest thing in the world? No, but it was made with a plasma cutter from Amazon, and yeah, whatever. It looks like it's fine. It'll be okay. Stay tuned. I know these episodes are kind of sparse right now. I've been very busy with this and other things, so hopefully, you know, I'll try and keep this as updated as I can at all times. Click like and subscribe. Quick update on the oil pan. Thought I was done. I was done. I made a slight miscalculation in measurements. Let's take a look. That's a hole that I had to cut. I'm gonna cut it even bigger. Why did this happen? Well, let's take a quick look at the babe. Oh, at the motor. This was the problem. Haha! Totally didn't account for this all the way at the back of the oil pan here. So there's, you know, that's 2 bolts and the rest of the girdle there, back there. Had to make some shaving. Had to do some cutting. But it fits now, and hopefully it seals. It's about as flat as I can get it at the moment. Yeah, so let's quickly cut this up, and then weld some shit here. And there we go. Patched up. Is it the prettiest pan? Not even fucking close. But the holes line up. I had to do a lot of welding, re-welding of the flange, beating it to death, getting it straight, all that fun stuff. But it's good now. Added a little more material on the outside here so I could push these holes forward. I have ground some of these welds around to fit the bolt heads and whatnot. That's just something I had to do. I'm not too worried about it because the inside of this is all welded together actually and sealed, or so I hope. So I guess we'll find out whether this thing actually holds up or not, or whether, you know, the vibrations of a K24 just cause cracks along all of these welds. No clue. You know what? Who knows? That's like half the fun of this, right? Taking almost 3 full days to build an oil pan for it to possibly just crack and spill oil everywhere. All right, stay tuned. Next up, putting this shit box K block back together and hoping I don't fuck it up doing so.